Hi, I'm Kirby.
I'm Dana.
And we are
Migratory Nerds. It's time for our latest adventure. Let's get exploring.
All right, it's day 2 of our 12-day Alaska cruise.
12 days.
12 days on the Virgin Voyages Brilliant Lady.
Yes.
And today is cruising the Inside Passage, which is a fancy way of saying it's a sea day.
Yeah.
So we got up early to do a ship tour, and now we're heading to breakfast in the galley. Cruising along the Inside Passage today. Not quite there yet. We're just gonna hang out on our balcony a bit. We saw a whale from the window at breakfast, but we didn't have our binoculars, so we're hoping another one pops up. Not a whale, but our first of many bald eagle sightings. Migratory nerdy fact of the video: the Inside Passage is a coastal route for ships and boats, which extends from southeastern Alaska through the western British Columbia and to northwestern Washington state. During the Klondike Gold Rush, this passage was one of the sea routes from Seattle and California, carrying American prospectors northward. We're heading inside to the Red Room for a talk called Primetime Ports.
So tell me, you actually lived in Alaska, didn't you? In the heart of Alaska.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Oh, sure. Well, I moved to Alaska in the late 80s, and this is an 18 by 18 hand-built log cabin. It's a sea otter, and Sitka is the place for sea otters, although they also have them in Icy Strait Point. But we do have grizzly/brown bears. Now, in Alaska, if it lives in the interior, like Denali, it's going to be a smaller bear. Sitka is a good place.
Alaska is more than what you see. Alaska's shaped in tradition, culture, and history. So, let's bring out someone that is an expert in that. Please welcome our Alaska Native Voices Cultural Heritage Guide. It's Coxine!
And subgroups of all the Klingits, there's a lot of different clans.
Yeah.
And there's either Raven or Wolf clans.
That's it,
and
yeah.
I'm of the Wolf side, the Chukanady.
And I heard that you're not allowed to join the same team. You have to marry someone from a different clan.
You're
Is that right?
traditionally, you're supposed to marry your opposite. So Ravens marry wolves or eagles and opposite. But today, people fall in love with whoever they fall in love with.
Oh, that's
Sometimes so these are copper, they're Sheishuk, Tlachkate, and a little ring. So Sheishuk are like the rattles, and then the Tlachkate is a mask, a big full mask. And these are all like chasing and reposé, kind of like this tana that I have, that my brother did. And these are things that we've done also way before contact from any Europeans. We had
champion athletes there, and we do 14 events in lumberjack sports. And lumberjack sports like rodeo, there's lots of different events. So there's chopping, sawing, tree climbing, log rolling, and then axe throwing. But there's 14 events that we do in 1 hour, and there's 2 teams of lumberjacks competing head to head. And these guys are paid every day to appear, but then they win prize money.
Alaska isn't something you check off a list. It's something you fully lean into. The moments you didn't plan for. The adventures you're yet to take.
A quick lunch in the galley, and we're heading back to our balcony for some more beautiful scenery as we cruise the Inside Passage. All right, so we went to Primetime Ports.
Yes.
Which wasn't really a traditional like port talk if you've been on other cruise lines where they say, okay, stop 1 is Ketchikan and this is what you do.
What to expect.
But they brought out the 3 special happenings casts that Virgin brought on board for these Alaska cruises. So Sue the naturalist, who talked about the animals that we're going to see, and then they brought out
Rob the lumberjack.
Rob the lumberjack.
And then there is a person who is talking about native culture. who is native, and I want to say his name is like Cock Sing or something. Like
Pause
I'm
here. I'm
positive
gonna
not saying
look it
that
up,
right.
and then I'm gonna voice it over if I can say it right.
Good.
His name was pronounced Coxine. But that it was nice. It was I love that Virgin brought these special happenings casts on. The Sue the Naturalist has already been. She was in our like pre-cruise like Facebook
She's my
group,
favorite.
and yeah. But it brings that like little something extra.
Yeah.
So it's,
And just like Virgin, they're encouraged to be themselves. So Sue is foul-mouthed and just telling it like it is, which makes me love her. So she's saying like, you're probably not going to see a whale on the ship because guess what?
you didn't leave your room. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you have to leave your room, but also
Yeah.
cruise captains don't want to run into a whale. So like,
Yeah.
yeah. So she's telling it like it is, so you know what to do, which is good.
And Rob the Lumberjack started the Great American Lumberjack Show in Ketchikan, which, if you know anything about Alaska cruising, that's like the famous thing to do in Ketchikan. So that's really cool. All right, it's a sea day, so we are heading to Sips for tea time. At the filming of this video, tea time is $19 per person for the standard tea service with snacks, or $35 per person if you choose to add a glass of bubbly. In addition to your traditional onboard shops, they also had an Alaska-specific shop for these Alaskan cruises that had Alaskan-made items. It had Alaska-themed merchandise. They had a pretty good selection of warm weather things if you maybe didn't pack warm enough, and anything you could think about that you might want to remember your Alaskan adventure. They also had a standalone Virgin Voyages merchandise shop, and on the first day, full day of our sailing, it was buy one, get one 50% for any logo merchandise from this shop. And for dinner tonight, we're headed to Extra Virgin, which is Virgin Voyages' dedicated Italian restaurant. Let's get that pasta. I started with a Godfather, an Italian take on an old-fashioned. We also shared their two non-alcoholic or low-volume alcohol, a basil lemonade, and an Italian stallion. This is the romaine and frise Caesar salad. Dana got a Tuscan farro soup. And the Alaska special was a 7-fish sort of seafood chowder that was delicious. For our main courses, we got mushroom fettuccine and pappardelle al ragu, and then of course we had to finish it off with some dessert, which was obviously affogato. We're heading into the Manor for Murder in the Manor, which is a 1980s inspired murder mystery that is exclusively on the Brilliant Lady. Alright, how was afternoon tea?
Afternoon tea is delicious.
Yeah. It's they have a non-alcoholic version, which is just tea.
Just tea.
And then you get those towers, you get by multiples of 2 persons. So if we had been 4 people, we would have gotten 2 towers. So it was a lot of food though, even for 3. So it's totally worth it. And it's generally sea days that they have it. So we'll probably do it one more time. Maybe.
At least, yeah.
Yeah. And then we had dinner at Extra Virgin.
Yeah.
Which we didn't do on our last Virgin cruise because it was too short.
Tired.
Yeah, it's the end of the night. But it was really good.
It was really good.
You had your best bite of food so far.
The farro soup, whatever
Yeah.
it was so good.
And the fettuccine mushroom stuff was really good too. And then we had affogato for dessert.
I didn't.
No, because they didn't have any sugar-free, or not sugar-free. They didn't have any non-dairy sorbet that went with coffee.
Lactose is not my friend.
Yeah. And then we saw Murder in the Manor.
It was very silly.
Very silly, very fun. It's one...
Very popular.
Yes, it's complimentary, but you need to reserve, at least on our sailing, you had to reserve your spot ahead of time. And then there was a standby line. But even though we had a reserved spot, we lined up, what, a half an hour before? 45 minutes before, and we weren't the first people in line. The Manor is super small.
Yeah.
So if you want like a quote-unquote good seat, although this was designed to be in the Manor, so the performers are all around you. And you can't record, so I got just the end when they were bowing, but it's silly and fun and 80s music, so yeah.
80s and 90s.
80s and 90s, yeah.
2000s.
Yeah.
But all the performers are like 20, so they're probably
Yeah.
like, oh, this old music.
Yeah. Anything else from today?
Nope.
All right, we're in Ketchikan tomorrow.
Yep.
We last minute booked a fun excursion, so make sure you follow along. All right, I'm Kirby.
I'm Dana.
And we are
Migratory
Migratory Nerds.
Nerds.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get notified when all of our new videos drop.
Bye.
Bye.